I'd now like to introduce you to Kath Brewster. Kath is our president. She's the president of COTA New South Wales, and she will welcome you all and open the proceedings. So, Kath.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. As I welcome you here this morning on behalf of COTA New South Wales, I would like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of this land, the Gadigal people. I pay respect to their elders, past and present, and extend that respect to other Aboriginal people present. Our forum today is taking place in the New South Wales Parliament House, sponsored by the Honourable Andrew Constance, Minister for Ageing and Minister for Disability Services, and we are delighted that he will open the forum. We have apologies from the Honourable John Robertson, Leader of the Opposition, the Honourable Gillian Skinner, Minister for Health, the Honourable Robin Parker, Minister for the Environment, the Honourable Amanda Fazio, Opposition Whip, and the Honourable George Thomas, Deputy Speaker. That better? Let's talk about dying. I think it's a confronting title for a forum, and a conversation about dying is probably one of, if not the most difficult conversations it's possible to have, especially with those we love. We none of us want to think that there will come a time when we have to leave behind those we love. Yet it is a conversation that we should have with those we love and will leave. For inevitably, dying is part of the life cycle. And we believe that the time is right for the community to have a conversation about death and dying. One of the reasons why it is appropriate for us to be holding this forum now is that we have just witnessed an important debate about euthanasia in New South Wales. Last month, the Greens MP, Kate Fairman, introduced the Rights of the Terminally Ill Bill 2013 in this place. Now, the bill was unsuccessful, but it has sparked an extensive debate about euthanasia. And I leave others to define and/or discuss that term. Debate about euthanasia is always heated, and that's as it should be. Any discussion about the place of euthanasia in our society must prompt us to examine our basic values, and this is what we will explore at the forum this morning. Our forum does not aim to provide a context in which to debate the legalisation of assisted dying. Indeed, COTA New South Wales cannot, it does not, take a for or against position on the issue. Rather, we wish to provide a context for the examination of a much broader set of issues, concerns, and practices. A context in which we can examine the values we bring to the debate, the way we handle death, dying, and the end of life. We're very grateful to our speakers who have made themselves available today. On opening the forum, Minister Constance will discuss some of the work his government has undertaken in relation to some of the end-of-life planning issues. Professor Ken Hillman will talk about the way in which death is currently handled inside our hospitals. Bianca Nogrady, science journalist and author of The End, The Human Experience of Death, will argue that death has become depersonalised in countries like Australia, and it's now time to reclaim death as birth has been reclaimed. Our subsequent speakers will, in their various ways, consider how death may be repersonalised. Professor Colleen Cartwright asks, what happens if you've not done any planning? And talks about the legal instruments which enable us to communicate our wishes about our treatment, even when we are no longer capable of asserting those wishes directly. Then to palliative care. Peter Cleesby will speak about palliative care in New South Wales, and Gillian Batt will consider those who care for the dying and how they may be supported. Following morning tea, Nicholas Cowdery will outline the law in New South Wales around end-of-life issues. We turn then to the issue of assisted dying. Sarah Edelman and Megan Best, respectively, will give the arguments for and against. A panel discussion then has all speakers participating, and I'm going to hand over now to Ian to introduce you to the speakers. Thank you.